The slap echoed before the sting reached my cheek. My father's fist followed. I hit the floor. "Get up," he barked. My brother smirked. "You're a girl. You serve him," my mother snapped, as if the blood dripping from my lip was proof she was right. "Do his laundry or get out." That was the night they broke something in me, just not in the way they intended. You see, I once believed in them. I was the daughter who tried, the one who set the table, folded the clothes, brought home grades sharp enough to carve glass. I thought maybe if I excelled, they'd see me. But all they saw was a servant, a shadow orbiting the golden boy, my brother. He got praise for breathing. I got orders for existing. At first, I told myself it was culture, tradition, the way things had always been. But tradition doesn't explain bruises. Culture doesn't explain why my father's hand found my face instead of his heart. The final straw wasn't the beating. It was what I overheard after. My parents laughing in the kitchen. "She'll never leave. She has nowhere to go," Mom said. "She'll bend." "They always bend," Dad added. I didn't bend. I sharpened. I planned in silence. While they shoved my brother's laundry basket into my hands, I was filling out applications, scholarships, grants, jobs. While they berated me for not pouring his tea fast enough, I was teaching myself the law, understanding emancipation, rights, loopholes. Every insult, every bruise became a blueprint. Revenge wasn't going to be a scream. It was going to be a signature. I left one morning with nothing but a bag. They thought I'd crawl back. Instead, I signed the lease on a tiny apartment 2 cities away. Freedom smells like peeling paint and second-hand curtains, by the way. I cut contact, changed numbers, worked 3 jobs, studied at night, and built the kind of independence they swore I'd never have. The betrayal came when I heard from neighbors what my parents were telling people. "She's unstable. She begged to leave. We sacrificed everything for her. She owes us." My own blood rewriting me as a villain. That's when I stopped being their daughter. I became their reckoning. Step 1. I built my case. Years of texts, orders, recordings of screams through walls. Evidence of neglect. Evidence of abuse. Step 2, I aligned myself with lawyers who saw through the veil of family honor. Step 3, I waited for the perfect stage. It came at another family meeting. This time, not in our house, but in a lawyer's office. They walked in smug. My mother in gold bangles, my father in his stiff suit, my brother scrolling on his phone like royalty. I sat across, calm. My lawyer slid a folder onto the table. "Before we begin, I'd like you to review these," he said. Dad waved a hand. "We don't need," but Mom's face drained as she flipped the first page. Photos, medical records, statements. Their history, documented in black and white. My father's voice cracked. You planned this?" I leaned forward. "No, you planned this. Every bruise, every command, every time you reminded me I was less. I just wrote it down." Then came the knife twist. The lawyer slid another set of papers across. Court orders, restraining orders, financial penalties. I wasn't there as their child. I was there as their plaintiff. And the golden boy? My brother? He wasn't spared. Because the company internship they bragged about, I now owned the stake in the very firm through a scholarship deal. His position was revoked before his coffee cooled. The look on his face, that sudden flicker when a lifetime of entitlement evaporates, was worth more than millions. Dad pounded the table. "You'll regret this." I stood, adjusted my sleeve. "No, you will." The meeting ended not with shouting, but silence. The kind that suffocates. The kind that means they finally understood I wasn't their maid. I wasn't their punching bag. I was their downfall. People ask if I felt guilty. Here's the truth. Guilt belongs to those who did wrong. I carried their weight long enough. Now, I carry freedom. I walk into my apartment, lock the door behind me, and know no one can order me to serve. No one can strike me without consequence. Revenge isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's a quiet room where your abusers are forced to read their sins aloud. Sometimes it's their realization that the girl they dismissed built an empire from the very stones they threw. And sometimes it's as simple as this. When I see their number flash on my phone, I don't answer. Because I don't owe them laundry. I don't owe them tea. I don't owe them anything. They taught me to serve. I taught myself to rise. And when I rose, I made sure they never stood on my back again.